Caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. D.A., take it away.
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age. It's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. I don't limit myself. I try to be great at all skills." Kevin?
Yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. Things get clearer and clearer as we move through this season. And as we move into February, here is a look now at the top rookies around the NBA. So many great young stars. Well, you look at Culver. There hasn't been many times where he's played like a rookie as he's come in and done whatever is asked of him. That's why he's our number 5.
And at number 5 in the rankings, it wouldn't be out of the question for him to make a run at that top spot here in the last half of the season.
And over the second half of the year, we'll see how he's used in the rotation. Are they confident that he can make the big plays down the stretch?
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Culver. Russell is out there with Beasley. Then it's James Johnson. And it's Towns in at the center position. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Harrell. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Now, here is Russell. Beasley left side. Fires from deep. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Beasley's got the game going with his first points of the game for Minnesota. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Nobody near Leonard. Beverley against Russell. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Zubac. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Beasley.
Nice presence inside. Johnson, with a variety of moves and extremely good footwork, makes him a difficult matchup.
Here's Leonard. 29 points for him last game against Sacramento. Free throw line jump shot. Drained for 2 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now, here's Culver. He had 25 points last game. To the right side. Russell against Beverley. Shot clock at 6. Over Harrell. Johnson can't hit.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Bounce pass from Beverley. Here's Leonard.
And this coaching staff appreciates the effort from Culver. The defense is about anticipation and hustle.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's George. Goes back up. Good on the shot.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Russell against Beverly. To the inside. Beasley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Smitty, the increased pace of the game, how does that affect players, you think, trying to get through the season in terms of, say, fatigue?
You know, I think for the teams that those coaches understand, they do a great job of playing 10, 11, 12 guys throughout the season. It usually bodes well. It's those organizations that's going 6, 7, only 8 deep. You see those guys start to fatigue, and any injury, then you really see it shows up on paper and on the floor when you're not a deep team.
The first one falls. Easily hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Clippers trail by 3. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Beverly. 8 points his last outing. That one no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Culver trying to get open as Johnson. A nice shot by Culver.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Beverly against Beasley. And the dunk by Zubac.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Russell looking around. To the wing right side. Leonard with the steal. Beverly for 3. The rebound by Johnson.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And stolen by Harrell. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Pulls up from the corner. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Beasley outside. Pass to Towns. Ball's knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Over with it. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. They get it back and block. That one goes careening off the glass. Now here's Beverly. On the wing, George. Over Beasley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Beverly against Russell. Now Culver, 6 to shoot. Here's Towns, and once again off the mark by Minnesota.
High percentage look for him, but bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Outside, Russell. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Clippers trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Towns at the elbow. Pass to Culver. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball. Good work there as it goes. George has got 8 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Montrezl Harrell. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Spellman. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Layman, covered by Morris. And that one misses from Layman. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. Jackson misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
He's guarded by Williams. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Over Morris. Shoots from the right block. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside Williams. On the wing, Green. Williams looking over the floor. A miss that time would have put him up. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Lou Williams. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offenses with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Morris. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Morris drops them both. Minnesota in the lead. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Okogie. Over Jackson. Okogie misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Down low. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Here's Okogie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Count it. Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Green, the pass to Jackson. Outside Williams. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
He's guarded by Williams. 1:58 left to play in the first. Hernan Gomez against Morris. Here's Layman. Off target with his 3. Layman's gone 1 of 3 on the night. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Clippers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. 1 shot.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And the pass to Okogie. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Misses the 3. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
I mean, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Timberwolves trail by 6. He's guarded by Williams. to Okogie. They need this. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. In the corner, George with it. Minnesota with the rebound.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
That one goes. Count it.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Los Angeles leading by 4. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Lehman pulls it down.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Passes it to Okogie. Off target from three-point range. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here, Spellman uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
And here's George. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me. In my darkest days, I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jackson is out there with Williams. Then it's Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. First one falls for him. And Smitty, for teams that tend to go deep into the playoffs year after year, season after season, it takes, I'm assuming, a mental toll as well as a physical toll.
It does, and that mental toll is just as hard as that physical toll on your body and your mind. And I think for teams that have great leadership and development of those young guys that can play some of those minutes, they usually bowl well.
Clippers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Jackson kicks to Williams. Outside, Green. And the wide open shot from Morris. Offline with his 3. Minnesota shooting 43% from the field. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time 6th man of the year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Here's Hernan Gomez following the score by Lou Williams. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Jackson. He hangs. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And he makes the first. And with Reggie Jackson at the point, you're going to get more of a score than a playmaker.
And that's okay, as long as you plan for that with your system. Reggie Jackson is great at creating for himself, but you like to see him do a little bit more to set up the rest of his team.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Green, and it's Leonard in for Williams. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
From past the arc. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Harrell.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good for Morris. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And Morris drops them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Pass to Towns. The 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 6 rebounds in the game. Jackson gets the bucket.
Working on his balance as a shooter. Jackson now much more confident in the stop and pop.
It's Beasley on the wing. Now the pass to Towns. Out to the right wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And the first one drops. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
The 2nd overall pick back in the 2015 NBA draft. Russell having earned his first All-Star game appearance in 2019. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now here's Towns. 38 points for him last game against Sacramento.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 blocked shots over the course of the game.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And it's the Clippers ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Shamet with it. Russell's there. And that one's good. Shamet.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
That time, Russell just sneaks in there on the drive. Defender couldn't react in time, and that was all she wrote.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. Here's Shamet. An 11-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. Dishes it to Jackson. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Clippers leading by 6. Shamet kicks to Zubac. Pass to Jackson. The shot will not fall. Towns with the defensive effort. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And it's Russell missing.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now, here is Russell. 13 points from him the last game against Sacramento.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
The Timberwolves have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That's good from Johnson.
And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism, and a 7'1" wingspan.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. Passes it to Leonard. Looking to get back on track here. And the rejection by Towns. Minnesota shooting 41% for the game. Russell dishes to Johnson.
And that's what you want to see more of from James Johnson, being authoritative at the rim.
Shamet with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Beverly. Harrell down low. Johnson on him. The pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 5. A 3-ball. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Culver passes to Towns. And it's all evened up. Towns has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Now here's Beasley. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the Clippers get called for the foul. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And Beasley drops both of them. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And just 1 day left, folks. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to cast your vote for this year's All-Stars.
And we won't have to wait much longer to see which players ultimately get that nod.
Well, you look at Leonard. He has a huge vote total right now. Number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time. And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Russell passes to Towns, shoots over Zubac, and he can't bank that one in. Los Angeles has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. But he recovers it. Leonard finds Harrell, score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
What a great shot. This is why Harrell shoots over 60% for his career.
Here's Russell. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Right side, Towns. Shoots over Zubac. Towns, no luck. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
George is checked in for Landry Shamet. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Pass to Zubac. Floats it up there for Harrell. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now, here's Culver. Defended by Beverly. Culver passes to Towns. Shoots over Zubac. Another miss by Towns. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And looking now at the numbers for Culver, he's one of the standouts over the last month. He's getting around 16 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Now, here is George. After the miss from Karl-Anthony Towns, over Russell, and again, no good by the Clippers. To end the drought, it's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Outside, Russell. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter. Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers. And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
And Minnesota has possession. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Passes it to Spellman. Shoots over Leonard. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Looking to get it going. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
The decision-making of Leonard. Could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Okogie. And here's Towns. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Towns missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And the basket by Okogie.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
LA's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Right side, Williams. Over in the corner, Beverly. Clock at 6. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Okogie. He has 6. Here's Spellman. Nails the baby hook. Spellman's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside, George. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Left side, Leonard. That one goes in. Leonard's got 9.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
There's the pass to Okogie. Here's Spellman. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Towns. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Kings. Green against Towns. Now here's Beverly. Not a lot of room. Just 5 on the clock. George, no good. From deep. That shot misses. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking out open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. There were a lot of positives for them to take away from the second quarter, where they came from behind to take a 4-point lead at the half. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, I see a team that's playing smart, moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, they're definitely struggling with their offensive efficiency. Anytime you're shooting in the low 30s from the floor, you're not going to put yourself in a position to win. They look too predictable right now. They need to do a better job of adjusting to what they're seeing from the defense.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George really making a difference here.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So on the floor for Minnesota, James Johnson is out there with Towns. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Culver in at the 3. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
He plays with such force. You see why Harrell has been called the heart and soul of this team.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
On the free throw, no good. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Beverly against Russell. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
The Clippers trail. Pass to Leonard for the tie. It's good. Leonard's got 11 points.
Kawhi has made a living of making and taking contested jumpers.
Pass to Beasley. And the rejection by Harrell. Trying to get open is Johnson, and Towns gets it to go.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Beverly against Towns. And the rejection by Towns. Beasley left side. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Basket counts. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
When you see contact with James Johnson involved, you know he can dish it out as well as he can take it. Tough bucket.
Now here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 16th rebound on the night. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. 8D that time from Harrell.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
From deep, George. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside, Russell. Beasley, the pass to Culver. Connects, the jumper drops. Culver's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Shooting off the catch is about confidence. There, Culver demonstrating how it's done.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. He's got 13. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Russell against Beverly. On the wing, Johnson. 10 points for him. Here's Towns, and stolen by Harrell. Pulls it from 20. Leonard, no luck. Timberwolves leading by 4. Now Culver. He has 6. Outside, Towns. 3-pointer. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's George. And the shot is good. George has got 15 points.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Beverly against Russell. Beasley outside. 6 to shoot from downtown. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken, yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
The shot by George, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Russell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And although he's still a new kid on the block, he's very crafty, and Russell does a great job of just frustrating the defense there.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Russell. And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris is checked in for Leonard. Reggie Jackson comes in for George. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for James Johnson. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Shamet, and the rejection by Towns. Outside, Russell. Towns at the elbow. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint, 9 feet out. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Towns with the steal. Great D that time from Harrell.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Beasley. Out to the right wing. Here's Culver. Towns trying to get open, and Culver gets it to go on the assist by Beasley. Beasley's got 5 assists in the game. And here is Shamet. There's the dish to Jackson. Over Beasley. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to a point with the bucket from Jackson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
For Los Angeles, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Shamet with it. Russell's there. Harrell with it. He's got 6. Morris trying to free himself up. Here's Russell, and he converts the layup. And it's a 5-point Minnesota lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. The pass to Harrell. Over Hernangomez. Minnesota with the rebound. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Clippers shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Los Angeles calls timeout. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
For the Clippers, JaMychal Green comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Williams in for Landry Shamet. Outside Jackson. Harrell against Towns. Harrell kicks to Williams. Here's the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. Williams has got 6 points.
Going teardrop, Lou Williams, pulling out all the moves. He's got them.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Clippers in second.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing here by 8. Williams finds Harrell. Here's Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 10.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Pass to Layman. Here's Culver. From 11 feet away, Green with the rebound. LA has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And for a long time, JaMychal Green was mostly an energy player. But he's expanded his game lately.
Worked on developing an outside shot. He can drop a few threes from the power forward spot now, Kevin. He still has a high motor. You love the activity around the rim.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report, thank you so much. And here is Hernangomez. After Reggie Jackson was able to get the triple, 6 on the shot clock, over Green, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
That's just a solid execution to get a wide open look.
Clippers trail by 7. Jackson looking around. Harrell finds Williams. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. On the wing, Williams. Shot clock at 6. And it's good. 2 points. Williams has got 8 points.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Passes to Lehman. Now here's Culver. Guarded by Jackson. Culver passes to Hernan Gomez. A nice shot by Culver. Culver's got 10 points here in the second half.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
LA has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Jackson kicks to Harrell. Morris outside. They get a hand on it. On the wing, Williams. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota. .139 left to play in the third. Right side, Towns. Towns is doubled. Here's Lehman, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lehman's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota. Here's Williams. He's got 8. Buries it down low. He's got 10.
You know, bursting off the screen, Williams makes a quick decision, takes it himself.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Outside, Towns. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Lets the 3 fly. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. The kick out to Williams. To the middle. Up top, Hernan Gomez. Over Green. No good from Hernan Gomez.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. Clippers trail by 7. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
Aggressive on the drive. That's going to result in some free throws for Jackson.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
The free throw drops for Jackson.
And not too long ago, Reggie Jackson signed a 5-year, $80 million deal. A lot of pressure on him to earn that money.
Paul George is checked in for Harrell. James Johnson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jackson hits both of them. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Spellman. Over Morris. Spellman with the bucket. Spellman's got 8 points. Here's Jackson. From down in the low post, it goes.
Fabulous night for Jackson. He's unconscious scoring the basketball. You see all the work he's put in, and it's paying off.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Timberwolves on top, up 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Minnesota leading by 5. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Jackson is out there with Lou Williams. And it's Morris in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Yeah, James Johnson off the drive. Big, strong, but also very skilled.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Off target at the rim. The Timberwolves shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Jackson. And he can't hit the second. Clippers trail by 8. And George kicks to Leonard.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
And the first one at the line is good.
NBA champion, finals MVP, Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Timberwolves leading by 6. Defended by Beverly. And the pass to Hernan Gomez. On the wing, Johnson. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all 3 levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
Lou Williams has been a weapon off the bench for so long, and he has won 6th Man of the Year multiple times.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The 3 from Leonard. It's the 3-point bomb. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter. And for Lou Williams, he is just instant offense when you bring him Smitty into the game.
And a lot of that is just his mindset. Lou Williams, once he's checked in, he is attacking at every given opportunity. Not everyone can be successful off the bench, but Lou Williams has made a career of it.
Beasley for three. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active on the wing, Williams. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Just 5 to shoot. Zubac, the pass to Beverly to take the lead. And no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Spellman. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Launches a 3, and there's Williams. That's good on the assist by George. 14 points for Lou Williams.
Quick feet, quick release. Hard to check Lou Williams from beyond the arc.
Minnesota calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Ryan Saunders said to the team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Spellman. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Russell kicks to Johnson. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. Here's the Clippers. It's been 13 unanswered points for them. Oh, Leonard in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Down low, deflects the pass, and stolen by Harrell. To the inside. And that one's good. Beverly. Beverly's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Russell passes to Johnson. Back to Russell. Inside. The 8-footer. Spellman with the bucket.
And with that much needed basket, he finally ends that 17-0 run by the Clippers.
Clippers leading by 7. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one falls for him. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And George drops them both. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Russell passes to Towns. Harrell against Hernan Gomez. Over Harrell. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Hernan Gomez. Clippers have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Here's Beverly. Passes it to Harrell. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Culver's checked in for Juan Hernan-Gomez. Timberwolves trail by 9. Now here's Culver. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Six to shoot. Outside Leonard. Fades and shoots. And it's Harrell missing. Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The offensive rebound. Here's Towns. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And Beasley, here we go. And he makes that one.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Tries again. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
And the Clippers call time here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Lou Williams is checked in for the Clippers. Los Angeles leading by 3. And Beverly kicks to Williams. Over in the corner, Zubac. They can't stop the run with that one. Timberwolves shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. He lobs it up, and then Johnson with the dunk.
You've got to trust your receiver to go get that pass. Great job by Johnson. The ability to catch and finish in the same motion.
Leonard on the wing. Fires it up. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Timberwolves shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Los Angeles has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the 4th. Double team on Williams. Now Harrell. Right wing. 5 to shoot. Beverly finds Harrell. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Johnson, the pass to Russell. For 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eater.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Here's Minnesota. They lead by 1. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Towns. Beasley's got 6 in the quarter.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
So much riding on that possession. Just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Russell against Beverly. Here's Williams, and the rejection by Towns. Count that 1. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Harrell. Minnesota shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Pass to Johnson. 1:56 left to play here in the 4th.
Not afraid of the moment. For Johnson, that's been the story from day 1.
And here's Beverly. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Floats one. That shot no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Beasley, the pass to Culver. And the rejection by Harrell. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Outside, Towns. To the right side. Russell against Beverly. Russell passes to Towns. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Outside Leonard shoots over Colton. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
The experience of James Johnson, recognizing the opportunity. Attack, draw the contact.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
To tie it up. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
such a crafty score. Nice pump fake by Leonard to draw the foul.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Beverly against Russell. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Culver. Lets it go from deep. Misses the 3. And the Clippers call time here. Williams passes to Beverly. To take the lead. Can't cash in. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. So the Clippers win the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Culver out there with James Johnson. Then there's Towns, and it's Beasley in at the 2.
Hitting three-pointers, so important in today's NBA. Good thing Russell's got the range and confidence to do so.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside Williams. Over Johnson. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Culver. He's guarded closer to the paint. Here's Johnson. Good work defensively by Morris. The Clippers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. The shot's good.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
Timberwolves shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Culver dishes to Russell. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Russell against Beverly. Russell kicks to Johnson. Here's the 3. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Johnson. 14 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Cognizant of the entire court, Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
Clippers trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside Russell. It's hauled in by Beverly. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. No good from Zubac. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Johnson over in the corner. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Beverly against Russell. Culver. Poked loose, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. We're in overtime. If you've just joined us, 2.5 minutes through it. Russell with the bucket.
Never losing focus. Even after contact, Russell sends it home.
George with the ball. Down low, and the dunk by Zubats.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Now, here's Culver. He's covered by Leonard. Russell from long range. The shot misses, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Williams passes to George. Tries from 16. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. George with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Zubats. Bucket is good.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Minnesota's gotten 6 points by way of the three-point shot in overtime. They're 2 of 4 on their attempts from deep. There's the pass to Beasley. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Jackson, he's checked in for Lou Williams. Here's George. Out to the right wing. To the inside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Timberwolves have gotten off to a less than ideal start here in overtime offensive. Hitting only 3 of their first 8 shots. And then Johnson with the jam.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 51 seconds left in overtime. George against Beasley. Now, here is George. Guarded closer. And Culver pulls it down. And an intentional foul right there. Zubats against Russell. A shot by Culver. Nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 7. 29 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Eight-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Watch the screen.
Left side, Leonard over Beasley, and Zubats picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Here's Okogie. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams
I felt like gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.